She wants to name names when the people involved are from the southeast. But when the people involved are from the southwest, she doesn't want to name names. When they are from the north, she's afraid to name names. Tribalism is the stock in trade of Abike Dabiri. Shame on her. Shame on Abike Dabiri. If not for social media, many of us would have gone to the grave thinking that Abike Dabiri is a good role model, that he's a wonderful Nigerian. Many of us would have gone to the grave thinking so. Social media has exposed her for who she really is. Social media. A tribalist, a tribal. Tribalism runs in her vein. Tribalism against the southeast. Many years ago, Abike Dabiri was one of those people that we looked up to when she was working in NTA then. She would sit on the screen with a good makeup and a good smile, marshalling news on NTA. We will always admire her. Many young ladies grew up looking up to her. A lot of people took her for a mentor. But social media has really exposed her for who she really is. Tribalism, it runs in her blood. Many had wondered why, for so many years before the advent of social media, the narrative is always against the southeast. And the simple reason was that then, news media was controlled by the southwest. And some of the southwesterners who are tribalists, they were mostly the one controlling the news media, traditional news media, the TVs, the newspapers and co, and the radio stations. And they always spew propaganda against the southeast. Propaganda like the Q in Nigeria was the southeast Q. Propaganda that the southeast was trying to do this, the southeast is trying to dominate, the southeast is trying to, there was no manner of propaganda that they didn't propagate and sustain against the southeast. But social media came and democratized the media space and took away control from them. They couldn't control it. That is the story of Abike Dabiri. I'm one of those that will always watch her thinking, this woman is an excellent woman, is a role model. But today, we are seeing her for who she really is. We are seeing her for who she truly is. So, some months back, somebody called the attention of Abike Dabiri that certain Nigerians were languishing in jail in Indonesia. Abike Dabiri responded. And the guy for her was supposedly from Southeast. He responded and told the guy that he's lucky. That they are lucky that the NDLA saved them. If not, they will go there and something will happen, they will die there. Guess what? Later, she gave a publication saying that 20 people on death row in Indonesia were from Southeast. Rather than, this is somebody that is diaspora chairperson for Nigeria, not from Southwest, not for Southwest. So she said that 20 people on death row were from the Southeast. She mentioned where they were from. Now, another issue happened. The people were not from Southeast. She refused to mention them. She said Nigerians. So about last week, about 3 monarchs from the Southwest, where one was arrested in the US, they were monarchs. Oba. One was arrested in the US for COVID-19 scam. Another in Puerto Rico for laundry. These were traditional rulers, so no young men, old men. Another for kidnapping. So somebody from the Southwest. Now, because Abike Dabiri was saying we should be naming people where they are from and shaming them. So this guy asked Abike Dabiri again. You said we should be naming names where they are from and shaming them. Should we now, have you forgotten, suddenly develop amnesia that you have forgotten to name these people where they are from? Guess what? She went to delete the tweet where she had tweeted that people names should be named. Why? Because the people involved are from the Southwest. When Kwam blocked an airline in the international airport in Lagos and committed crime, Abike Dabiri was the one that tweeted that he should be forgiven. It is shameful. If not for social media, many of us will go to our grave and say, this woman, in short, if we find ourselves in heaven, we will be there to testify that this woman is an excellent woman. Social media has really exposed a lot of evil in Nigeria. The evil of tribalism. Majorly propagated by the Tinubu part of Southwest Nigeria. Their stock in trade is tribalism. She want to name names when the people involved are from the southeast. But when the people involved are from the southwest, she doesn't want to name names. When they are from the north, she's afraid to name names. Tribalism is the stock in trade of Abike Dabiri. Shame on her. Shame on Abike Dabiri.
Hello, everyone. On the case of Abike Dabiri, I just think whenever you think she can't go lower, she actually finds a way to dig in and go extremely lower than anything that you're thinking about. And we have here, Abike Dabiri Erewa shares post calling Igbos monkeys. So in a way that I would say, I'm just trying to let me put it this way. I'm trying to mind my words. I'm just trying to let it not be like, oh, maybe you have something against her or something. I'm just trying to think about it in the terms that sometimes you probably would repost a message without thinking about it. Maybe you just saw something and you just went on and do it. But when your attention is called to, oh, you come back and redo it or one thing or the other. Those things can actually happen. But in the case of Abike Dabiri, I don't think that's some of the things that happen, because Abike Dabiri has consistently shown these traits in the way she has tweeted, in the way she has said something, especially when it comes to bias against Igbo people. You will see Abike Dabiri has made such things. We've seen situations whereby she has tweeted about, is it one time some criminals or drug pushers from a particular country that, is it 60% of them or 100 or something percent of them are from one southeastern state? In the messaging she has done, in the way she has done it, she has always portrayed this. And the latest one is this. I mean, how is this thing that someone has written funny to you in any way? To the essence, this one is not even you. She's not even reposting. She put laughing emojis on this particular tweet. But before I go on, let me take on People's Gazette, what they say. Abike Dabiri Erewa, chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, on Wednesday amplified a derogatory expose that referred to Igbos, Nigerian citizens of Southeast extraction, as monkeys and gorillas. And you can imagine that someone who happens to be elected into a position paid by taxpayers' money would do such a thing. Beyond that also is to imagine that someone who is human, who is supposed to have their faculties of thinking, would actually do something like this, to the extent where fellow human beings like you from the same country are being, with the same color and everything, are being referred to as monkeys and gorillas. And that was okay for you to put your laughing emojis on top and quote that particular tweet. You didn't find that tweet offensive? Look, it doesn't matter. Even if you and somebody are fighting, as in this person is my enemy, we are sworn enemies, we're fighting, there are certain lines that must never be crossed. So you're calling Igbos as monkeys and gorillas. And how do you think you're different from those monkeys and gorillas? Excuse me. We've lived, especially as Black people, we know the racist comments, the derogatory comments, where people of other colors will always refer to us as monkeys, as gorillas, and all of that. And then you see a fellow Black human being also referring to you as monkeys or gorilla. I mean, it's just a new low. Like I said in the tweet that I did, that whenever you think Abike Dabiri has hit the bottom, she finds a way, to go even lower. Mrs. Abike Dabiri had earlier posted a video of a traffic girl she identified as Mercy, who was rescued from Libya on Monday. In reaction to Mrs. Dabiri Erewa's post on X, an ex-user Wale Akere posting via Akerelele_S lauded the NIDCOM boss for her work while berating Igbos as monkeys, children of gorillas and bastards. My sister, you're doing well. Allow those monkeys to continue to make unnecessary noises. They are born to be ungrateful people. Those animals tagging you, they are children of gorilla. History told us about them. Kudos to you, madam, at Abike Dabiri. Then he now put voice of Igbos. See what my sister has done. Omo ale jati jati at Akerele_S posted. And this was the message that Abike Dabiri decided that she was going to quote and put lots and lots and lots and lots of laughing emojis. Honestly, I'm speechless. It's unbelievable. And for the person who did this post, I just have pity for anything that is associated with that person, especially if you have younger children, people with impressionable, beliefs, because this kind of person, to either be somebody's relative, somebody's child, somebody's sibling, somebody's friend, somebody's whatever, that on its own is a burden. Because this, nah. In apparent approval of Akere's toxic post, Mrs. Dabiri Erewa reposted it with memes of laughter, amplifying the message. On Mrs. Dabiri Erewa's timeline, the post has been viewed by over 15,000 people, gathering more than 53 reposts and over 100 comments. Some ex-users berated Mrs. Dabiri Erewa for amplifying a derogatory post calling Igbo M0Nkey, saying it further deepened the divisive ethnic and tribal tensions. And the tribal bigotry that you've seen, especially on X, and you see in Nigeria today, has been amplified by some leaders. And so when you see there are people doing it, you know that this is a message, this is a narrative that they say, go out there and do it. And most times you see in their amplification and support for this very bigotistic tweet statements and all of that. Reacting to the post on Mrs. Dabiri Erewa's timeline at 0.Davido999 or whatever. This is the lowest I've ever seen in the history of Nigeria, and it's true. It's really sad. At FY Bebrit said, I thought this page was being handled by a responsible woman, but seriously, I see it's for her tribe interest and will respond to you as a tribal bigot. Another ex-user said, when useless fellow who happen to be pushed into the corridors of authority, you never disappoint. You always show the stuff you're made of. A concentration of vicious and virulent characters hidden behind makeups. Before now, Abike Dabiri had been Mrs. Dabiri Erewa had been criticized for saying in Indonesia, 20 out of 21 Nigerians on death row were from one state in the southeast region. And that was actually the matter that I was going to talk about. There's so many instances. Honestly, this is beyond disgusting. Thank you.